day in the life video. It's Saturday, it's the 1st of August. No, I am not doing Vlogust. I am not. Whatever you pronounce it, I just can't do videos every day, you know that. Working full-time plus the Etsy and, you know, I just can't. So, well, maybe for short periods, but not for the whole month. So what am I doing today? It's Saturday, it's August 1st. Freshly showered, my hair's still wet. I need to let it air dry to poof up, and then I'll pin it up. Because that's what I do. I just don't want my hair all over the place. I gotta do a little bit of cleaning. We gotta walk the dogs. Today the plan is to go to the Goodwill in Riverdale. Then I have to go to Joann because I get good coupons. No, that's not why. Because I have a piece of furniture, well, an ottoman that's for a bergère chair that I found on the street, and it's almost identical to my green chairs, and I want to reupholster it in the same green velvet, and that's what I'm doing today. Amongst other things. If I have time, I'll go to the pool. Tonight is movie night. It's this girl's pick. Finally, we're watching Empire of the Sun. Why? Because it's one of my childhood favorites, and it's a great movie to teach kids empathy. Not that they like that, but it's a good movie. It's a war movie. It's very good. If you ever saw it, Empire of the Sun. Anyway, before those dogs start really complaining that I am not taking them out yet, let me go walk the dogs, and then I come back, a little bit of kitchen cleaning. I still have those 2 stools that I found that need to be cleaned. So I'm a little behind on everything. I got 2 quilts to show you that Bonnie sent me, and I am in awe. So I got to show you that. Little bit of cleaning and sprucing up here and there, and yeah, and then we'll move on with the day. Okay, so I'll see you in a bit. What's the matter? You're thirsty. Go drink. Come on, Electra. Oh, look at this one. Oh no, you want to chase some flies, huh? Oh, here we go. It was a long walk this morning, and we are very, very thirsty. Hey, I looked at my step thing. We did 3,340 steps, or 1.5 miles.
That's good.
You liked it? It was hot though, right?
Yeah, it was hot. I'm not a big hot weather person.
You lived in Florida.
Well, yeah, but I also lived in Ohio, and I think now I'm at the point where I like fall and I like spring, and spring less so than fall.
Yeah.
Because of allergies, but.
Whew. All right, what you having for breakfast?
Seltzer.
That's it?
No.
I'm having
water, yogurt, and
berries.
Yeah.
And granola.
Because it's cold.
Yeah, I'm having a peanut butter sandwich with banana.
That sounds better, actually.
You want one of those?
No.
Okay. I'm going to share with you my lonely Olympiad. This is my first red rose, and it smells wonderful. It's not in the best of shape. Now, you see this? Here, 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 over there, yeah. And the white powder, this is me putting the liquid fans, and I gotta tell you, as soon as the season is over, I'm moving those rose bushes to the back, and to what's going to be a flower garden on the side of the vegetable garden, because it doesn't matter how much I spray, the deer are coming and they are killing my roses. So yeah, I'm a little disappointed with the roses. I was really looking forward to having them, but yeah, they're not making it with all the deer. But this one is coming back, and I have a few buds coming. I have one here, and then I have another one here, so I'm going to continue to spray them. I don't want to move them now because I'm afraid I'm going to kill them. So yeah, no roses in the front, unless of course I fence, and that's not happening this year. Now on this side we're doing pretty good. This is the vegetable garden as of now, And here's the back. Got beautiful black-eyed Susan. Asters still not in bloom. And then on this side, I got the daisies, and yeah, this is pretty good. And these, the deer don't come in the back. Now, here, if you remember, I had a big pile. Remember that big pile? Okay. Well, I have all this wild stuff that's growing on it, and I am not touching it this year because this is going to be a wonderful thing for pollinators and birds. All of these birds love them, so I'm just leaving this thing here as a wild patch. Nobody cares, it's in the back of the yard. But anyway, we moved the bench the other day so we could mow the lawn, and now the cucumber's climbing on it, and obviously I'm gonna have to leave it there. I'm not gonna touch it, but here's a cucumber coming out. I'm gonna have so many cucumbers, I won't know what to do with them, so obviously I'm gonna be sharing with lots and lots of neighbors. Oh, here's a little pollinator, I don't know if you saw it, a little bee there. Here's another one. And I've discovered, see, look, cucumbers, they're beautiful this year. I've discovered that if you let your cilantro come to flowers, and that usually happens if it's too hot and they're not watered enough and you don't cut them enough, it brings all the pollinators that you need for the rest of your garden. So let me show you all the vegetables I'm having so far. So here are the zucchinis, and we got 2 zucchini so far that we ate, and they were pretty good. I got more zucchinis coming. I gotta look for them because this year was not a zucchini year. We got a lot of male flowers but not a lot of females. Let me see, am I going to find a female? Yes, here is a female zucchini right here, and then this is going to be the what do you call it, butternut squash. So we have a lot of flowers, and again, wonderful to have the cilantro in bloom right now because it brings a ton of pollinators. And look at this, it's growing all over to the deck. Okay, so these are the peppers, and these are the Italian long fryers, and these are the banana peppers. I do have some weeding that needs to happen. This is the Swiss chards, but I do have a couple of bugs that are enjoying them, so I have to put some treatment on them. And then the herbs are beautiful, and here's the cilantro, the dill over here. We have more Swiss chards. Here's the cucumber, tomatoes. We have some tomatoes that's starting to turn in color, so we're gonna have tomatoes maybe in 3 or 4 days. And then these are the giant mammoth sunflowers. These are the big tomatoes, the beef steak tomatoes. I remove a lot of the foliage so that they're directly onto the sun, and then all the sap is going to the tomatoes and not a gazillion leaves. Here we have eggplant. Here's one big eggplant coming, there's another one here, there's another one here. So each plant is going to give me about 5 eggplant. That's a lot of eggplant. So it's a good year for eggplant this year. Tomato, I can't say it's doing too good. I'm a little disappointed with the tomatoes and definitely disappointed with the zucchinis. But we have bell peppers. So we have a whole bunch of bell peppers over there, and then we have some here. They are all red bell peppers, so obviously they are not ready. But yeah, and then this guy here, the banana pepper, we already had 2, and now we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 coming. And this one, the Italian fryers, we got two big ones, and then this one is a little bit delayed. But that's the vegetable garden, and it's filled up quite nicely. Very happy with the eggplant. Very happy. Now we're in the garage, and I have a few more things that I picked up on the side of the road, including a very much needed wheelbarrow. Found this big frame here, which I'm going to use, and then this child play set here that I need to clean. I found this wrought iron thing that's gonna go on the Facebook Marketplace. A few other things that I found on the streets was this bride's knife with the shell handle, and then these glasses here, which appear to be crystal, but I don't know who the brand is. I have to do some more research. I didn't really look at them that closely, but anyway, I found 4 of them in that basket on the street. But what I'm talking about with the ottoman is this thing here. I found this bergère chair ottoman, and it's perfect for my green chairs in the living room. So I need to measure it, and I'm gonna go to Joann and find green velvet, and today this is what I'm gonna play with. I'm gonna try to reupholster it. So you remember I told you I had found these 2 chairs that are actually counter height stools on the street, and I got a third one that's in the garage. But these need to be cleaned, so I'm gonna do that this morning. I'm gonna clean these, really wash them, and I'm gonna use my Restore Finish for the seat right here, and then the other side right here. I think they looked beautiful in the kitchen. It's the same colors than the cabinet, and they're actually quite comfortable and the perfect height. So let's get started. I am cleaning. I'm just using soapy water right now, and I'm gonna give a good clean to those chairs, because you can see that on the green there's a lot of toddler prints. I don't know why they got rid of them. I mean, people, you know, they get rid of stuff. I guess they grow out of furniture after a while, and maybe they remodel, I'm not sure. But this is gonna get a good clean. I'm trying to see if the green here is dirty or if it's got a kind of like glaze on it, like a burnish, to make it appear to be patina. I'm not sure. I think that's the case, because otherwise it would be that in some parts and not everywhere, and right now it seems to be everywhere, but I do want to give them a good clean anyway. So I tried to find these online. They are Pier 1 import. It says at the bottom, there's a label that says so. And they no longer make them. Well, Pier 1 is closing anyway. But for what I've seen online, they were called Marcella, and they were quite expensive. They were $137, I think, per chair. So they got rid. There was 4 on the sidewalk that day, and unfortunately I could only fit 3. I only wanted 2 anyway to go here. I saw them and I said, this is it. This is exactly the chairs that I want in this kitchen. And the green color that you see on them, by the way, is the color that I actually want to do the cabinets with. But Scott is not sold. Scott wants to do a gray on the cabinets, and I want to do green. So, you know, it's going to take me a couple of years to get into buy into it, but yeah, that's the goal. Eventually we'll repaint the cabinets, because we like the design of them, but those cabinets are just, you know, the varnish is coming off in parts where you put the handle and where your hands touch. I think that kitchen's about 15-20 years old maybe. Okay, so this chair is clean. the water didn't come out dirty at all. So it's very obviously a fake patina on the green part of the design and not just dirt. Buff them dry, because anything wood you don't really want to leave the water on it anyway. You know, I find a lot of counter stools on the sidewalk. This is the first time I find anything that good. Usually you find the cheapo counter stools from, you know, the Kmart and whatever. Or if you find wooden ones, which I did find at some point, I found two that were Pottery Barn, but they were white. So I didn't want to bother with them. And I did sell those. Those went on the Facebook Marketplace. But then another time I found some wooden ones that were really, really nice. But the problem is that very obviously the folks who got rid of them had a puppy and he chewed the feet. So they just stayed on the sidewalk. But good counter stools like this, I don't find them very often. But these had my name written on them, because that's exactly what I was looking for. And I'm very patient, you know that, right? I'll wait. I have something in mind and I'll wait. So Restore Finish is one of my favorite products with Rejuvenate. And, oops, right here. It's by Howard, Restore Finish. This one is in mahogany. It doesn't really matter. It makes no difference really, because it's a subtle stain. But what it does is that if you have water rings, scratches, which I do have here, a couple of scratches here and there, you know, from the hardware on nails and whatever on jeans, it will scratch wood. So you use that, same thing for dining room table, if you have a water ring, and it just makes it disappear. And I just love it. So here we go, Restore a Finish is going to restore my street find counter stools. So I'm gonna do half, okay? Because you guys like before and after. So let's do half of the chair first. See the difference? Okay, so this is with the Restored Finish and this is the way they used to be. So it's looking pretty good. And I'm done. So this is what they look like in the kitchen, and you can see that they are the absolute best match for the kitchen. Yeah, I mean they have a little bit of dings and damage here and there, but I'm pretty darn happy. These are the stools I was looking for this particular kitchen. It's perfect. I didn't want swivel anymore because the swivel scratches against the wall over there. How many times did you see me fix that patch? But these are nice. Very nice. I'm trying to get an angle. It's kind of difficult because you know, it's not a big kitchen. I don't have one of those ginormous McMansion with a huge kitchen island and stuff. I just got a tiny kitchen and I like my stools. So yep, they are nice and shiny. So now what do? You let it dry. Don't go sit on it because you're gonna leave your butt print on your stool. But that's done. So the temperature is gonna be in the 90s today. What did you say, Scott? It's 94 right now.
Yeah, it's gonna be like 95 today.
95. It's about noon. We are going to Joann's. I have to buy green velvet and cording to reupholster that ottoman. It's not going to be finished today. I'll probably finish it tomorrow. I do want to get to the pool around 6 o'clock today, just to relax and refresh a little bit. I'm not going to show you the inside of the Joann because I just went there a month ago and took you on a tour, so nothing much is going to be changed at Joann's. However, on the way back we are stopping in Goodwill, so you'll get to see a little bit of Goodwill. So yeah, see you in a bit. Singing Dean Martin. Are we old-fashioned or what? From Joann and Goodwill, and they didn't have green velvet, but they did have green suede. It's not the exact same green, but that's okay. It's better than the gold that we have, so that's what I'm doing this afternoon. Goodwill, there was absolutely nothing for me to resell. However, we did find for $5.99 this humongous Norman Rockwell book, and this one I believe is from the 70s, and it's got a ton of illustration, and pretty much all of them are in there up until when they made it. Because he lived up until when, Scott?
Early 80s, I think, is when he died. Not
Early 80s, maybe. I love this one.
But
Norman Rockwell is Americana at its best. This is the one where you have the old grandma and her grandson, and they have all their luggage, so obviously they're at the train station or something, and they are doing grace right before they're eating their lunch, and they're sharing the table with these two guys that are watching them like
suspiciously.
Yeah.
Curiously.
They were looking at probably at the sports or whatever, and there's this guy here who's, you can see a little bit of him, he's watching them too, smoking his cigar, had plenty of cigarettes, he's having coffee, had lunch, and then there's this guy here who's holding his hat, and you can tell he removed his hat because he saw them doing grace. And you can spend 20 minutes here. They are at the train station. You can see the train in the background. You could spend 30 minutes on any Rockwell illustrations. They are full of details. They are absolutely wonderful. So I'm making a quick lunch, and I'm making minute steaks over salad. That's it. Keeping it really, really light. I have one piece of steak left, and that's gonna go to the doggies. I'm just throwing some garlic powder over it. They call minute steaks because they really just take 1 minute to cook. this is the ottoman for my chair. This is where I sit when we do movie night, and this is really the position I like best. This was on the street with a bergère chair, which is the same type of chair than this that was matching. And I had an ottoman before, remember the green one? I hated it. It was bulky, it was square, the fabric was going all the way down to the ground or to the floor, and it wasn't matching the chairs at all, any of the chairs that I had in this living room. But this matches because it's a bergère style, so it fits the curvature in the front here, and it makes like a long chair. So now, what's my plan? Well, I thought about it. It would be nice to have a pattern, but I don't. Well, except that there's a pattern right in front of me. So I can either take newspaper and recreate a pattern, or I can figure out how this is constructed and deconstruct it. And I believe this is exactly what I'm going to do. I'm going to disassemble it without breaking the fabric, and use the fabric that's on this, depending on what's underneath it. That's the problem. I'm hoping there's like an other layer of fabric underneath it, and then I'll apply that fabric, that size fabric, onto my green suede, and I will cut it to size plus 5/8 of an inch. And you're intrigued, you guys got a new bed, I know. And then I'll re-put it together. So let's look at it and let's see how this is constructed first. And I'm very intrigued as to whether or not I'm going to be able to do that. Okay, so you obviously have the big cushion here, which is loose but attached by this piece right here, and then that piece goes over this, and then the whole thing is pretty much held in place by these cords here. Probably remove this too. Oh, what's going on here? Oh, look at that. What is this? Is that a zipper? Oh, you probably have to take down the underside to get to the zipper. Do I want to be bothered with that? I don't think so. Hold on. That is weird. There's a full zip in it. What do you do with that? So this is the front band, and I removed the rope. This is the part of the band that's visible, and then the rope goes in there over it, and then they sew it this way, so it makes like a little groove thing. My only concern with this is, while it seems to be doable, I realize that very obviously they're doing it with industrial machines. My machine, I don't think, is going to sew through this type of thickness, where I put the rope and I have to go this way and then I attach the other one. So I may end up doing the rope separately anyway. I'll just have to do it where I cut at 5/8 from here and then attach it as a separate one, because I don't think I'm going to be able to make the corners where I have that much thickness plus the rope plus the other fabric that makes the corner. I don't know if you can see, but somebody already found the bed over there. The beagle is already sleeping on it. I'm a hot mess and the colors here are really, really wrong, but this is a lot of fun. Let me show you where I'm at. Okay, so, and I marked them. This is the top part, right? And it says top pillow, top and bottom, cut 2. I need to cut 2 of those. This is the top pillow sides, but the long side, same thing, cut 2. Right now, this is the bottom part of the pillow, right? So what I'm doing is that I'm separating it from the part that goes here. So that way I can have the measurement for that as well. And I'll probably will have to leave an opening on the bottom part of the pillow the same way. I won't put a zipper. I don't think I'm gonna need it. But this part right here, what I'm gonna do is probably, they have a rope on it, so I'll have to do a rope as well. But what I'll probably do is staple the fabric or sew the fabric on, and then I'll add the rope afterwards. That's the finishing part. We'll figure it out. Aha, the plot thickens. Look, right there underneath inside the chair, I found this. And it says Vogue Interiors Upholstering 15746 Trentino. I think that's the name of the person. And Paolo Quilt Sand Crown Plush. So what I'm undoing right now is a reupholstery job. So this particular chair or ottoman was redone at some point by these guys, and I can't see a number or anything, so that tells me this is the real deal. This is pretty old then. They reupholstered it. This is glued. See that? There we go. Huh. Oh, I'm having a good time, you guys. This part here is glued, but this part here is stapled to it. I can do that. So let me remove all the glued part. And I'm gonna remove these because I need to I need to cut them at the right size. So that's it, it's completely deconstructed. So tomorrow I'll start sewing, plus all the things. Bonnie. Bonnie sent me quilts. Now Bonnie, I don't know if you make them or if you find them at thrift stores, but I have to tell you, these are extraordinary. Now, Bonnie already sent me 2 quilts. She sent me the one, the Dresden plate that's on my bed, and the one with the cats that's on Willie's bed. But this time around, she sent me 2. And this one, you're gonna tell me, well, what's the big deal? Okay, so, maybe you can see. You can't, it's hard. They're so big. Okay, you see it's got flowers, right? And it doesn't look like a big deal, except, look at this. Can you see it? It's entirely decorated with actual cross stitch. The whole thing. On the edges too. Look. This is phenomenal. Bonnie, this is, you don't tell me you made this for me, because I absolutely do not deserve this. It's got the entire edging done in cross stitch. It's gorgeous. And then there's another one, and the other one is the quilt I've always wanted to make, but now Bonnie, you bit me to it. I may still make one in different colors. Let me put that to the side. And they're all handmade. If you look at it, you can see the quilting itself is hand stitching. Guys, it's a double wedding ring. You see that? The whole quilt is a double wedding ring. It's basically a quilt, traditional quilt that you give a newlywed couple. It makes those intersecting circles. You see that? Bonnie, I don't know what to say. You really, I hope you found them at a thrift store and you didn't make those for me, because if you did, I'll say it again, I absolutely do not deserve gifts like this. They are absolutely stunning. They're the right size for my bed too. This one is gonna go on my bed as soon as I wash it. So yeah, I don't know what to say. You guys, you spoil me. You really do. It humbles me so much. But anyway, thank you, Bonnie. Absolutely gorgeous quilt. And contact me, let me know if you make them or not. I think you told me the last time that you found them at the thrift store and you didn't make them. But anyway, so what are we gonna do next? We're going to the pool. I'll take the camera so you can see the pool. We're gonna have a good time with the family, and then we'll come back home. Scott will put pot pies in the oven because that's what we usually do on Saturday. It's easy. And then we'll have movie night, and then tomorrow I'll start sewing and do other things. So that's it. I'll see you at the pool. Good time. We had a good time. But now, you see, I washed my hair this morning and now I got chlorine all over them. So what am I going to do? Put some oil. That's what I'm gonna do, and then I'll wash them again tomorrow. I'm using I don't know how you pronounce it. I think it's jojoba oil. We stayed at the pool for 2 hours and we didn't take any rest. We swam, we raced. Teach Willie how to dive, so I didn't go too well. But he is swimming like a fish, and so is Edward, so I'm not complaining. These kids are good kids and they're good swimmers. It's tea time for me. We already have a shepherd's pie and a chicken pie in the oven. I'm making a salad for myself. Or maybe I'll make a soup. Yeah, do you know what? I'll make a soup because I'm a little cold. I guess I must be tired. So the guys will have shepherd's pie / chicken pot pie. It'll be ready in about 45 minutes. And then around 9:15, movie night. And again, we're watching Empire of the Sun tonight. It's my pick. Last week we watched, it was Scott's pick, Fury. We watched that. And then the week before we watched 1917, because we never got to watch it the last time. And it seems like we watch a lot of war movie in this house, huh? Go figure. So here's my soup for tonight. I made a vegetable soup and I added a piece of salmon in it. So technically it's fish soup. It's healthy and lots of vegetables and lots of broth, so I'm getting liquid as well, and that's about it for me today. So this was a busy day. I hope you enjoyed it. We are going to have dinner and enjoy movie night, and I will see you tomorrow or in the next video. Thanks for watching, you guys. Bye. Hey, it's me, and guess what? Click that thumbs up if you really like this video. Thumbs down twice if you didn't. You can also share my video if you really liked it. or save it to watch later. Also, you can subscribe to my channel, but don't forget to click that bell button so you are always notified when I post a new video. Thank you for watching.